Hey guys, so I wanted to take you backstage and show you my latest pedal board configuration because it's been a bit since I noticed that my last pedal board is kind of outdated. So I wanted to take you and show you what I'm doing backstage with my amp and show you my current pedal board situation. So take a look. So I've got an Egnator Rebel 20 head that I love. Just does the job for me, and it's going into this guy here. This is a custom ISO cab that was custom created for me by my guitar tech and good friend Derek Rush. Makes some great stuff. It's got a simple cab in here and has a line out just to go to the direct box, and one simple quarter line in that goes from the head, so everything's taken care of and can really isolate out the sound and serves as a road case. Got my pedal board set up on top so you can see the kind of the layout of it. Everything, most of it is pretty standard to my last pedal board setup. Not a lot of deviations except for a couple of things that are additions, and I'll go over those here in a minute. So let me tell you a little bit about this pedal board. I love this pedal board. It's a pedal board custom made for me by Creation Pedal Boards from Creation Music Company. It's one of their older legacy pedal boards back before they changed their old logo. John Snyder, I love him to death. I always joked around with them that this was their old Bacon logo, and Bacon is good. This is my custom pedal board from their company. Love it. Just they do awesome work. Their Tolex is just phenomenal. The work that they do on their stuff. But anyway, so good plus for Creation. They're just an awesome company. I highly recommend them. So signal chain goes into the Polytune. This pedal has just been a rock star for me. I mean, this is one of their early pedals that before they were really going to market with this, they sent and asked me if I'd test it, and I've not had a single problem with it from the get-go. It's still going strong. Love it to death. So we come out from the Polytune. By the way, I don't go pedal out or tuner out on the VP. But we go straight into the Polytune. We go out from the Polytune. We go into the Timmy. Now, the Timmy is almost an always on. We go out from the Timmy and we go in from there to the VP, Ernie Vol VP Jr. This one, believe it or not, I've never replaced a string on. And we're going to pray that because I've said that, we're not going to all of a sudden break a string on this thing. I know these guys are pretty notorious for this. The one thing I want to do with this is to send it off to Dan Burgess. Dan is a good friend of mine. He's a brother and a good personal friend, a great guy. Does some extremely awesome mods on pedals. We'll talk about him in a minute, but I want to get this sent off to him because he can do some great stuff with this, some buffering and all. So I want to send this off to him one of these days. I've had this pedal for forever, and I want to get him to do some magic on it. So it comes out from here, and it goes into. So we've got a drive here before the volume, then a drive after the volume, and this is my favorite pedal on the whole board. This is, speaking of Dan Burgess, it's one of his best pedals that he makes, in my opinion. It's my favorite pedal on the whole board. This is the Pearl two-stage overdrive. It's basically, if you remember my old board, I had Jekyll and Hyde on it. This one, I mean, makes Jekyll and Hyde looks like it's a Fisher-Price pedal. This is just, I mean, this thing does everything and then some. It's, I can't say enough about the pedal. It does every drive that I could possibly imagine. It gives me every ounce of tone that I could ever want. I personally, I like pups on my guitar that aren't so hairy and responsive that you really want to be able to take preamp tubes and not have to drive the heck out of them. And a lot of guys will get, really powerful pups in their guitar that you're wondering. It's kind of like your big power drive tubes in your amp are going, hey, why am I even here if you're just going to drive the heck out of your preamp tubes? You really want to be able to have something left for those to where you can get a good, nice, spanky, clean tube, tone with your preamp tubes, and be able to just drive the heck out of your power tubes. In certain situations where you've got an amp that's in an enclosure, you can really do that. You can drive the heck out of your amp. In some situations, in churches and other places, you may not be able to have the opportunity to do this. I can take this board anywhere with me and get the same out of this guy that I can out of low wattage and high gain on an amp. I can replicate almost anything with this and make it just sound so super, super sweet. So anyway, I can't recommend this enough. Take this guy. He's going out of the Pearl and going into the Micropog. Again, one of my favorite just color type of pedals that is on here. This one came from another good friend of mine, Scott Mills, who's of course playing for Colony House. It's a great, phenomenal band that you need to be listening to. Scott used to be one of my guitarists back in the day at Life Point there in Nashville. Amazing guitarist, and I remember back when he was playing for me and using this exact pedal for a lot of his tones. In fact, I've got a video of him playing with me back when he still had a baby face and using this pedal here. But anyway, so this is cool to have this one on my board, just for the nostalgia, and plus I love the sound that this one has. This one may one of these days go to Dan Burgess because he does some amazing mods too with that. This one comes out, goes into the Super Chorus. This one doesn't get used a whole lot, but for some kind of 80s vibe stuff and some 90s stuff, it gets played. So we're coming out of here. We're going into the DD20, the Giga Delay. This is just a workhorse. I mean, I think this could be dropped off of a cliff and still play. So we come out of the Giga Delay and we go into finally, and this one has a dual tap tempo because occasionally I throw another delay on here too as well whenever I just want something extra. But we come out of here and we go into the Blue Sky. This is my one regret. I got rid of a Big Sky. Never should have done that. Guys, if you have a Big Sky, keep it. If you ever wonder about, maybe I should get rid of the Big Sky, get something else, don't. You'll regret it. I got rid of it because I thought I only use like 3 presets. But I got rid of it, got a Blue Sky. I regretted it because it's not the same. But yeah, Blue Sky still has a good bit of reverb, but not the same reverb as what I wanted. So from there we go out and have this little guy that gave me some nice expression for my Big Sky. Doesn't do the same as my Blue Sky, but he stays on there because that was my first This One's Mine pedal from Dan Burgess' company, and I just like to have him along for the ride because he reminds me of that first pedal. So anyway, we go out from there, and that's it. That's the end of my signal chain. Well, hope you got something out of that. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you don't even care, but that's the updated board. Make sure to like, subscribe, give me your comments. Love to hear your feedback on it too as well. Love you guys. Have a great day, and make sure to practice, play, and just enjoy playing guitar. Have a great day. God bless.